To go a little bit deeper here into the market aspect of where we're actually focusing on, I'll go ahead and speak to that.
Yeah, so we predominantly focus on Columbus and Cincinnati markets. We see Columbus and Cincinnati as growing metropolitans with job diversification, which is important to consider when you're looking at your rental demographic. And we don't want to be in a market or have our tenants in a market where they're working in the same sector, because then we are solely reliant that that sector performs. And so that's why we really value the diversification that Cincinnati and Columbus offer.
Yeah, and to expand on that, just to get a little bit deeper, that's what we saw with, the auto industry in Detroit. I mean, that's really what killed that market was they were so reliant on one specific industry. And we don't have that here. We have several strong industries, but not one that's 50% of the total market share. And to get a little bit deeper there, landlord laws. I mean, comparatively coming from Connecticut, obviously, if you do have issues with a tenant, which fortunately we haven't had any, evictions, we're actually able to do that here, even through COVID. That wasn't possible in Connecticut. Several landlords had tenants non-paying for over a year. Taxes as well, comparatively, a lot more reasonable in comparison, to Connecticut, for example, where I was seeing, $5,000 a year for taxes for one property, and we're 20% of that here. So those are just some of the components as to why we found Central and Southern Ohio to be so attractive. Along with Ethan being here, really understanding the market, that's been super helpful as well for us to identify good and maybe not good opportunities.